Hi, my name's Sarah, the beekeeper. I am down at my site to put some bees into a Langstroth 10 frame hive, which I've been waiting to for it to arrive, and it's arrived finally. Both parts are now here, thank God. So it has been raining actually non-stop since I put them into this site, so I'm a bit concerned about them because they had honey, they had brood, they've got a laying queen in there, but they're in a transporter box, nucleus, but it's a plastic nuc, and I am worried about it because it could easily get blown over. I'm really worried that it might fill up with water. I know I've been having nightmares because it's been raining so much. I've been having nightmares about it filling up with water and drowning all the bees. So I know it's crazy. I mean, I think it's pretty watertight, but it's just that front entrance has got a big hole in it. But the bees are flying quite nicely at the minute. I need to do an inspection on this hive, I need to do an inspection on that hive over there, the other national over there. I won't be doing it today because those clouds are coming in thick and fast, and it just keeps raining on me. Every time I go to look in the hive, it keeps raining on me. So my biggest mission now is just to get the nucleus box, which has been sat under a tree for, it was under a tree for 5 days. It's been in the box for 7 days now. I would not keep a box of bees that long, especially not in because it's plastic. I really worry about it being heated up. So when I did the split, I actually put it under a tree in a cool area. I've never kept bees in a plastic nucleus before. I've kept them in poly nucs and they're fine, but I don't know how hot plastic gets, and because I brought it down here and it's a really exposed site, when the sun hits it hits it quite hard. I basically I'm here now to install them, so that's what I'm doing. It's 16 degrees, obviously it's been chucking it down all morning, so I'm hoping the bees are still alive. Like I said, I've been having nightmares about it. I've got to do this job whether it's crap weather or not. It's got to be done for the greater good of the colony, and so I know what's going on in there. So ciao for now, I'll catch you later. I'll try and take some videos, but I'm not going to have the camera out too much because it's been raining on and off so much, and I don't want to have to worry about that as well. It's just another thing to worry about. But I will be installing the bees into the Langstroth 10 frame hive with all new foundation in it, and I'll let you know how it goes and see if they're alive or not. So I've used the national floor for the minute because there's not much else I can do, and the bees can't smell. Try to make it come back as tight as possible into the national. Here you go. So I pulled it back. I should get the floor in a couple of days time, but DPD is supposed to deliver, DPD was supposed to deliver it, all 3 packets, and I've just stuck it on a new stand. There's the floor. It's not ideal, but the bees won't care. They'll make it home until I get the new floor. Bit of a pain in the ass because so annoyingly, I haven't actually managed to see the queen, but it's annoying because I don't have my glasses on me, so actually can't really see the queen. So I'm just gonna, they're in. I did a quite quick manoeuvre. I did quickly look through the frames, but like I said, I haven't got my glasses on, so I couldn't see the queen. So I'm going to shut them down. There's brood in there. There is actually larvae, but that does not mean to say the queen's in there, because it could be worker laying drones or something, but I don't think so because there's still brood in there. And because there's still brood in there, workers don't tend to start laying drones. So yeah, this is a plastic box that they're in. There's a lot of dead bodies, a lot of carcasses. There's some larvae. I'm looking, I can't see a queen carcass, but you just don't know. There's loads of slugs, gross. It is damp in the bottom, so I don't know why they're dead. It could just be, when I transported them, I killed a few of them with the movement, or I don't know. All I know is there's a lot of dead bees. I'm going to clear this out now. I didn't want them in this box as it gets hotter. As in, funny enough, the actual sun's coming out now. Look at that. Blooming sun's coming out. Fantastic. They were fanning at the front, so I'm hoping now all the foragers are going to come back into this box here. This is my makeshift attempt at making a Langstroth floor out of a national. So what I did was I slotted the Langstroth into the square, and then I filled the sides with foam, so you can actually couldn't actually get in at the sides, but the front was not right because there was such an overhang on the Langstroth. There was such an overhang of frames. They were coming up to like here. At least we're in a box that fits now. Bit of a rubbish hive stand I made the other day, but I quickly knocked it up anyway. It was a quick knock-up job. It's 16 degrees, so I could potentially open a hive. The thing is, when it's like this, you get pretty feisty when you're when it's been chucking it down with rain. Oh my goodness gracious me! Look at that hornet! Wow! Look at you, big boy. What are you doing, huh? Oh, that's not good. That's very not good. Let's keep an eye out for that bad boy. All my hives have got this is an entrance reducer. That little white thing. It just reduces the entrance slightly. The thing is, some of the bees from that hive could be coming over to here by accident because obviously they've only just been moved here. So normally you see there can be a little bit of a fight on your hands while bees get settled, because they get blown off course and go into different hives. Then a bee won't accept another bee from another hive. I'm happy they're in there. I really would like to feed them actually. That would be an ideal solution, because from what I looked at, there was very little stores in there. That's the actual only worrying thing in there. One of my clients made me a Langstroth top feeder, so I might actually put that on here. They're in the big box, so I feel a little bit happier, because even if it suddenly gets hot, if it suddenly gets sunny and they're in that plastic box, I don't really know how good that ventilation is. I mean, it's not a bad box actually. It's very good. I mean, it's very light. It's nice to transport bees in, but it does have ventilation at the front, you see. And obviously a big hole at the front there. And it does have ventilation at the back. I had to split that hive. There was no two ways about it. I had to split the hive because they were absolutely flat out. She had just laid a whole frame of eggs in the flow hive over at the farm. So what I did was I took her with loads of her brood and loads of her nurse bees and a whole frame of honey there. Left them with the whole frame of eggs. Now, I went in there with a friend the other day and they had basically raised queens from pretty much every single one of those eggs that was laid. I think there must have been about 24 queen cells in that hive. So I went in and I took down every queen cell apart from 2, because I'm not brave enough to take down every queen cell completely. The queen would have emerged by now. She would have hatched by now and emerged. I am concerned with the weather because she'll be kicking about the hive for a couple of days and then she will be going on a mating flight. So that hive at the minute has no more eggs in it. It had 2 queen cells in it and it had loads of brood in it. So it was really busy. I obviously changed 5 of the frames in it because their 5 came here. So they had 5 new frames to fill. They had so many queen cells. I nearly died. I reckon every single one of those eggs that she had laid before I took her away, they raised queens from, so it was pretty mental. But we had to go in there and quickly take them down because I didn't want them raising any more queens, because they'll swarm and then they'll swarm again and swarm again until they die. The original queen is here. And funny enough, this original queen was from a swarm I picked up, tiny swarm I picked up last year. So I'm going to clear this up here now. I'm going to make a excluder for the front a little bit, just to shut the front down a wee bit for them, because I don't really think it's very safe having that big open, especially not after I've just seen that big hornet. I mean, beautiful hornet. I obviously don't want to give them a massive entrance for the hornet to get into. I think I'm going to use this actually just for a minute. It's a mouse guard. It has just been rain. I want to get off this site before I get stuck on here as well, so I'll let you know how it all goes. I'll keep you updated.